This is Wayne Friedt. The other day I shared with you out of Psalm 1. It's so good. I just want to share it real quick as an intro to what I want to say. This goes so closely with Jeremiah chapter 17, beginning with verse 5. I want to share that. Now, Psalm 1, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. He shall be as a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. I don't have time to talk about that right now, but if you don't quit, if you don't give up, in a while, your season will come, and things will begin to blossom. Remember the 10th chapter of Acts? Cornelius, his alms came up as a memorial before God. It was his season. Don't quit. Okay, so meditate both day and night. He shall be as a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, and sinners, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. Now I'm moving straight over to Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 5. It says, Thus saith the Lord, Cursed be the man that trusteth in man, that maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from the Lord. You know, that's King James, but can you get that picture pretty well? He said, you're cursed if you trust in man. You really need to trust in the Lord, right? And then he says, he shall be like the heath in the desert. I checked that out a little bit. You know what that's like? It's like a tumbleweed. You ever watch the old westerns and you see the tumbleweeds blow across the road? A dry weed. Yeah, it looks like a great big skinny sand spur or something. Anyway, for he shall be, if you trust in man instead of God, he shall be like the heath in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, in a salt land, and not inhabited. Now I'm going to read you verses 7 and 8, just following right along. Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is. For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat cometh, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. I have my Bible so marked up I can't even hardly read it, you know. It's just marked up. But anyway, can you see how Psalm 1 works so well? In simple language, you'll come out ahead if you trust God. You know, people put God last, it seems like. They try everything, and then maybe they'll try God. You know, I have learned through the years, and I learned the hard way. I was stupid. I really not proud of that. I often tell people I was a slow learner. It just takes me a while sometimes, you know, after you beat your head and on the same thing over and over, you begin to duck after a while. And I'm trying to help you. And I'm telling you, God's word is true. He's not a liar. His word is forever fixed in heaven. If you would stand on the word, you won't be like the tumbleweed. If you stand on the word, you won't be like the heathen. If you stand on the word, he will keep his word. He's a God of covenant. Deuteronomy 7:9 and other places, he's the God of covenant. He doesn't break his covenant. If you stand on the word, he will keep his word. I trust God. God's word is true. But there is a fight to faith. If you don't feed your faith will dry up. Just like if you don't feed your body will dry up. And if you sever yourself from your life source, you'll die. Many Christians have done that. They don't go to church. They don't read their Bible. Their prayer is usually over their food. I mean, they really have dried up. Don't be one of them. All you have to do is start eating again. Come and drink. Revelation 17:22 says, whosoever will may come and partake of the waters of the rivers of life freely. It's available to you. Matthew 5:6 says, they that hunger and thirst after righteousness shall be filled. Well, thank you for listening.
Don't forget to like, or subscribe. If you'd like to purchase his book, click the link in the description.